Listening to Girth and Mirth Bears on the PJ and Friends Radio Network, Dallas, Texas.
The views and opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect those of this station, owners, management, and sponsors.
If you find any content disagreeable, you may exercise your right to change the channel. And now, on with the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so you're on the air at Girth Mirth Bears Podcast. It is Saturday, February 8th, 2020. In the studio, we have Junior.
Hello.
And we have Barry.
Say hi, Barry.
Hi, Barry.
There you go. And then we have Keith.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Rock and roll, bitch.
It's been a little while. New Year's Eve, I got sick and then just kept getting sick. And then Junior got sick, and then I got sick again, so that didn't help.
And I was sick of them being sick.
Yeah, he was. He just said,
Right.
I'm over it.
Right.
So he left us for Steve.
I did. I'm not sad.
So
Such a whore.
yeah, he is, right? Yeah, we've had some.
Is that camera back there catching?
Jason is tuned in already. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Jason
Hi, Jason.
starts his new job tomorrow, or Monday.
No,
That ought to be
It's
exciting.
not pointed right, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's not pointed right.
it's not.
You're
It's pointed
fucking
at
it
the
up for me.
model.
You're fucking it up, Junior.
We can't see BJ.
That's all right. I don't need to be seen. I'm hideous.
Hideously gorgeous.
He looks like like a kid.
Can you tilt the camera just a little bit? Sorry for the technical difficulty, fans.
Yeah.
See what happened was.
I like how Junior dressed for the show. Hold on a second.
You can see his nipples. I love it.
Can you point it down?
More. There you go. Now you can see his crotch. Yeah.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So, Barry, you can go now. It was nice me having you here. So, we've had a lot going on. Let's see. You have not been sick yet, huh?
I have not. Why do you say yet? Like you're expecting me to eventually?
You usually get sick after you come back from some event. So, TBRU's coming up, but you're not really going there because it's happening here.
But, yeah, that's true. We are going to stay at the hotel for a few nights, so.
You're going to... Yeah.
Yes.
Did anybody introduce Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Barry, he won't. He doesn't want to talk.
This is Barry's first show, everybody. Barry, he's not camera shy. He's just waiting his turn.
He's getting his cherry popped right now.
We'll get these nipples out there in a minute.
Leave my nipples alone. You freaks.
Poking out like
Okay,
Junior.
you either got to talk louder or pull that or suck the dick of the mic.
You freaks.
There you go.
go. Wow.
There you go. So, yeah, we got you, Keith. You had blood work done, right?
I did.
And it's one of those things where they didn't want to tell you right away,
right.
and so
Well,
you were a little nervous.
It was in the lab report that they sent me that we looked at on the patient portal, but whenever they told me they needed to talk to me, I thought it was something else that wasn't on the portal, and I was really fucking nervous, man.
Boys,
Because they never called me in to discuss my labs before, and I'm like, fuck, I just had a full barrage of STDs done. I'm like, shit, I've fucking got something. I don't know what's going on. I was
got
scared.
herpes.
I've been having a lot of pain in here lately, right in here and around in here, so I didn't know if it was kidneys or what. But, of course, the patient portal thing said my kidney functions was fine, and, of course, they said it was, and I got herpes, everybody.
Space herpes.
Space herpes. I got herpes simplex 1. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it is.
I get cold sores.
No,
Okay?
I get them too.
I get them. But, that was in the lab report that I saw online, but I just thought it was something else, and I was so fucking nervous for 2 weeks. And then the doctor fell and got hurt and wanted to put off me coming in for another 8 days. And I'm like, no, I need to see somebody now. I was scared. I've been scared. I've been trying to do some hookups, but I've been passing on the hookups because, I didn't know if I was going to be spreading anything.
What is it? Did it turn out that you're a vampire or something?
No, I got herpes.
Oh, stay away from me.
Yeah, it's too late. You've already kissed me.
Oh, damn it.
The mic, okay.
Yeah, Carlos, quit
Why don't
talking
you get
so
some decent mics where you can hear people.
All right. So yeah, I was sorry, just sharing it with different groups so we can hopefully get someone.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what happened, and everything was cool, and I'm good, and I was just so relieved, and
Yay!
I've been on a little diet since the first of the year, and I went and fucking celebrated with a burger. I was like, I couldn't eat all morning. I did eat a banana and had a protein shake, and then when I got up to the doctor and I was sitting in the office, and I'm real good at putting things out of my mind and not thinking about it and stressing about it constantly. But while I was sitting there in the office, I'm like, I couldn't look at my phone. I couldn't do this. There was something on the TV, my 600-pound life or something, and I was trying to watch that, but couldn't watch that. I couldn't focus. And then finally when she called me in and she talked to me, I'm like, dude, is it fucking weird that the whole way there I was like, please be chlamydia, please be chlamydia? Because that's like the easiest thing to get. The only thing bad about that was there's a few phone calls I would have had to make about, hey,
Yeah, excuse me. Y'all need to get yourself tested. This is Keith.
And then
everybody who's listening needs to get tested because they've listened to Keith.
And my selfish, being my selfish self, I'm thinking, damn, I bet this means they won't hook up with me again either.
Well, want to say hi to Matt Jervia. He's watching our show.
Matt's going to be in town in
Hi,
May
Matt.
for your wedding.
May. Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps we can encourage Matt to see if one of his
What?
gets the moment to call us and say hello.
He said I never stop talking. TJ told me to talk. Y'all wasn't talking. I was talking.
Yeah, you know what? Leave him alone. I love you, Junior.
Leave who alone?
Him.
You know what?
What?
I had to go to eye doctor and endure a lot more hardship than this little puny old man.
But tell us about your, your
Yeah, well,
retina
so-
tear.
so-
Junior blinks too hard. He tore his eye.
He blinks too hard. No. It was genuinely it was a little scary for him because
Fuck.
we both went for eye exams a couple weeks back. Well, here's the thing. A couple weeks ago, we both went to the dentist. He sort of got away with nothing. He's got like one tooth to get pulled, and it's actually and the what they call the flapper or flipper or whatever is sitting there waiting. So he's just got to go in and get it done. When I got there, they said, "You got to come back. We got to clean this. And we got to clean that."
Did they do it with the evil laugh like that?
No,
too?
but it might as well have. And so he got away sort of not scot free, but he not as bad as I did. For 2 days, they're scraping at my mouth and. Like nothing like a good gum scraping to make your day. No. And so a couple weeks later, we then go and get our eyes checked. And both being diabetic and all that stuff, you're supposed to do these things every so often. I had never done this, only because I just couldn't. And so I get in there, and he's like, "Oh, you're fine. You've had no damage, no this." Even my prescription hadn't changed too terribly. So, he says, "Yeah, you're a little bit different, but not, critical. You actually could see fine with what you've got." Of course, he goes in there, and they're telling him that they already saw something going on in there?
They saw something going on in the back of the eye, and they noticed that the gel part of the eye is separating from the eye wall, and it causes you to see floaters and flashes. And so eventually this happens to everyone in some point in their life where it comes apart from the wall, but it's not serious, but they want to monitor it so they can do some preventative measures.
Can't just smoke weed for that, or is that only good for glaucoma?
I don't know. I don't know anything about weed.
They say it's supposed to be good for the eyes.
Apparently it's good for everything.
So is carrots, but that's not true either.
I'm from Colorado, and apparently
He says it the way he says it. It's right. He is from Colorado.
Apparently pot's good for everything.
Home of the South Park.
Yeah, I eat tacos.
Oh my God. I got a splinter. I need to smoke a joint.
Hey, I used to be like that.
So
already got one rope.
They had warned him if he got flashes or anything like that to come back in, and you started getting flashes.
Yeah, started having flashes, and they can see where it's coming apart, but not enough. But the flashes were there, and can't ignore that. So had to endure.
Could they
an
sew
IV
it back if they need
No.
to, or what do they have to do?
No,
Is
no.
there a laser
Nope.
procedure?
Well, if it's
or-
the retina, they can.
The retina, yeah, but the part that comes away from the eye wall,
It's something that just happens.
it just happens, and
there's
the
no
flash,
repairing?
there's no repairing it, and the flashes will eventually subside once it's completely pulled apart and healed, and it'll be normal.
So what he's talking about though is we're in the doctor's office. Okay, so we go to the doctor yesterday, the eye doctor we went to the first time, Dr. Sargent, and then he says, well, you know what, we can't be 100% sure that this is. We can see what we need to see. What's going on?
watching football.
So he can. It's Keith. It's like breathing. What are you talking about? It's like not breathing. So
Football. Oh, football.
okay. So the doctor says, well, we're going to send you out to a specialist, and he says, well, when? Well, right now, because he thought if he thought it was what he thought it was, he was going to need to do something right away. So we get there, and the second place we go to. I go in and they hand you an iPad to fill out the forms. And I'm thinking, what if you're blind? How can you fill this shit out? They got 3 girls behind the counter, and I'm looking. They didn't do a damn thing. They handed an iPad.
Zoom it.
Huh?
It's the iPad. They don't zoom. You can't zoom it out.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure you can. But I'm just thinking, you got people that are a lot of older people. He was in heaven watching the daddies walk by.
Yeah. No pictures.
No. Well, he being a medical professional, he would never have done that anyway. Not in that setting. Look at him. Look at him looking at his nails. But anyway, so I'm sitting in there in the lobby, and of course the first thing they do is they take the money. But even the iPad's got the thing swiped. So I take the iPad back up to the counter. And I give it back to the girl. And she says, you guys need to sit for a minute. We haven't verified your insurance yet. But they've got their $100. I'm like, we've done more than they have in 10 minutes than they have done. And there's 3 people sitting there doing nothing. And so finally they say, then it was, okay, y'all need to get up, go down the hall, sit in front of room 1 and 2. And so we were walking past another desk and look at, you know what, we've done more. And I said it to him. I said, we're doing more work than this, and we paid you already $100. He said, shh, don't do that. And I'm like, okay. And so we go down to the end of the aisle. I skipped over a part, and I apologize. There was this little old lady that he went to sit at a chair. She's in a wheelchair next to it, and she threw her purse down, so he just couldn't sit there. I said, no. So
I said, how rude.
Either she was, maybe it was just because he was big guy. Maybe he was, the Mexican.
It was really rude. I was like a little lady.
She was indignant, though. She was like, fucker, you're not sitting here.
Man, I'd have pushed that shit in the floor.
She was definitely a Republican.
yeah. She
should
probably
have said that.
She's probably armed.
Should have asked that. Trumpy. Are you a Trump? Yeah.
Yeah, Trump. Mega.
Yeah. Mega Trumper.
Only about yourself. That's it, yeah.
Okay, so it's like an assembly line.
Jesus.
We go. They call us in office number 1, and so they have iPads for everything else, right? But no, they call him 1. They take a picture of his eyes, and then they send him back out. And then the girl takes this one piece of paper down the hall to another office, and they hand it to the guy. And the guy says, Guerrero. And here's the thing: everybody else, when they can't pronounce the last name or the first name, they use Mr. John or Mr. PJ or Mr. Keith or Mr. Trey, right? For him, it's his last name is easier to pronounce than his first name, so it's always Mr. Guerrero. So he gets the proper respect. Everybody else is like, Mr. PJ. I'm like,
you didn't get no respect from that old lady.
So the guy calls us in again, another picture. Right? And so he says, okay, you please go back out. So we go back out, and he actually walks out his door into the other door, hands it to another guy. And 10 minutes later, Guerrero. So the 2 guys are right next door. So we're getting up again, going to take another picture. And then we go in and see the doctor. The doctor says he needs to have some contrast done because they couldn't see what they needed to see, but they wanted to make 100% sure of that. And so Junior says, no, you just stay here. Junior says, he says, and I realized, here it is, they're poking in his eyes, and I'm pissing him off, right? It's like, fuck, I don't care. I'm not looking at him.
It's a good thing he didn't go through the ultrasound. God.
Oh, yeah. We find out if you're pregnant.
Definitely pregnant.
Ultrasound on the eyeball. Pretty cool.
Well, and then the doctors...
They put that gel, too, man. They numb it really good, and it stung. It's like, but the stung lasts like a few seconds, and then they go ahead and start doing the ultrasound, which is really cool. You do an ultrasound. I had ultrasound done on my testicle to find out there was a tumor in there, but
a whole different doctor though. The eye doctor didn't do that. Just so you know, the eye doctor had nothing to do with his testicles.
I think as this story progresses, it makes me feel stronger and stronger. You guys need to find a different eye doctor.
No, it was I'm a bad patient. I'm a very, very, very bad patient.
It sounds like they're not a very organized.
No,
what PJ organized. Means to say is PJ don't have a lot of patience.
No,
in general.
So. No, I'm not very forgiving.
They were very professional. They were. Everything they did was spot on, and so it was just.
So at one point they're talking to Junior. What are you doing? Can't you just stop playing with your?
I was trying to kick my shoes off. I had them off.
Playing with your
then
staff.
I put them on when I went out on the patio.
So at one point they're talking to Junior about having to take shots in his eyes. Because he had one of the things that diabetics get is your eyes will, I guess, get little bleeders in there.
Yeah, they're gonna use lasers to correct that.
But they also have things where they give them injections in the eye for one thing or another. And at one point they're talking about, well, if this is what we think it is, we might have to do that. So I'm sitting there, being flippant while he's talking about getting shots of the eye. So I guess it wasn't a very good thing. Here Junior is, his eyes, and his husband wasn't being very nice. So, and then he didn't get a hug when I came in the door today. So he's really upset. What are you doing?
Looking at Facebook. He's bored.
Oh, are you?
Oh no.
So Barry, I know you wanted to be on the show. Is there anything you want to talk about? You just want to experience?
Matt,
you just
just a second, Matt. No, I did not go see the eye doctor for a testicular problem. This was way back in 1994.
Don't believe that shit, Matt. He totally had the eye doctor fill him up.
So
No, the eye doctor wasn't even cute. He was a skinny fucker.
So
You could blow him
sometimes
over.
those skinny fuckers have
No.
big long heads.
he was he was like,
Really?
yeah, skinny.
It's like that Asian guy I hooked up with in
Matt,
Vegas.
if you want to call in, 469-844-2207. 469-844-2207. Just be patient with this because, we don't listen.
So here's a Matt question. How was Star Trek?
Oh, yeah, we weren't allowed to watch. I'm forbidden to watch things because he's not available.
Oh, the new one. The
Yeah.
new one.
Yeah, Picard.
Picard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too cheap to pay for CBS online. I'll probably have
Up to you. I mean, if you want to give it to him, it's up to you.
up to you.
Everybody else has it.
Junior refused to get it for that last Star Trek show. He
What?
Oh no,
I like that
no,
last
but
one.
when he
Discovery or whatever.
But I have it.
Well, you
I-
have
yeah.
it now, but before you got here, he's like, I'm not paying for it.
When-
Everybody was talking about how good it was.
when he let me borrow his password to watch that first season was like, but by the end of the second season was fucking phenomenal. And Matt, thank you. It's outstanding. So we're gonna watch it this evening. I had plans to make chicken.
Volume on.
Huh?
Who's got their volume on?
I made plans to make chicken for PJ, and then we got a call.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, Junior wanted you to call in.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
I don't know. Calling in.
Wow, Matt. Wow.
No, don't.
Hey,
So
so Matt,
his did his testicle doctor tell him that he's nuts?
I'm nutless. How about that?
Matt, he said he was nuts.
Well, that's
not
too much
nuts.
information.
That's too much information. Well, that's what happens when you get cancer. They got to remove that sucker.
The sad part about it is got it in a formaldehyde jar above the bed as a reminder. I don't know. Maybe threatens the other testicle with it. You misbehaved. You're going in this jar.
Okay,
That's just
was
sick.
that too much information?
I thought
Tell
so
him,
too.
Matt. Tell him.
We're chock full of information.
So Picard.
All right. Now, without
Am I
giving
allowed
away
to
too
curse
much.
on your show?
Yeah, without giving away too much.
Yes.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Really.
Every episode is like watching a portion of a much larger movie. Every rumor that was put out there by idiots have all been proven to be wrong. Just by watching episode 1, if you have, everyone thought that this girl Dot was the product between Picard and the Borg Queen. And what I love about this is it's as if this was with the real world. They're using characters from past episodes. Maddox, who was a guy that tried to make Data a thing, and there was a whole trial that Picard got him to be recognized as a living being and got him individuality. Maddox was the one trying to, his plan was to reproduce Data on a grand scale so that everybody could have one. So that's who the Maddox guy is and why he's a douchebag. They found technology where he is saying that much like one of our blood cells has our DNA in it and you could be recreated from that, he's saying the neurons from the positronic net from Data, the same thing could be created. And that's how he created the twins.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, don't give away too much. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it.
Well, you understand, that was just the first episode. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's.
I haven't seen any of it.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, but you
Well,
just said
Okay,
you're not
well,
gonna watch
we'll
it.
give
I
you-
won't say very much more, but you definitely have to watch it. If you haven't seen all the episodes, watch all 3. It's like a full movie. I love how they refer to the cast from the old shows. They talked about people talked about him being the arbiter of succession for the Klingon Empire. They talked about him going back in time and saving Earth from the movies. It's outstanding.
Well, anything with Patrick Stewart's going to be outstanding.
There's so much that hasn't happened yet. I don't know how they're going to fit it all in, but I do know they've been already approved for a second season. Whoopi Goldberg was invited to be reprise her role as Guinan, and she said yes.
Yes.
And
I like
Geordie's not in this season, but he's signed up for next season. He is an admiral that is building ships at one of their space ports. He helps design them now. But no mention of Worf yet. But it's just cool because they're not treating it like a regular TV show. You see references to so much stuff that you got to watch it more than once.
I guess I will have to get it then.
Yeah. We'll let you borrow the password.
Oh, cool.
But this is the cool thing. It is right in line with Discovery.
Yep, and also with
Discovery has done the one thing that no Star Trek show has done since it started. Since Generations. Since Generations, they've always gone to the past to recreate a show. This is the first time we're now in the future.
Uh-huh.
And if you haven't seen the trailer for Discovery, they're so far in the future that the Federation no longer exists.
Wow. And I also did
their new mission is to recreate the Federation.
Yeah. So I also liked how they referred to the Romulan planet being destroyed, giving a nod for the Kelvin timeline. That was pretty cool.
Well, right. Well, the thing is that they talk about Romulus being destroyed. All that happened. Spock went into the past. All that happened. So this is going on while the Kelvin line's rebooting. But the thing is, because all of the franchises are now owned under the same company, the Kelvin timeline's dead. Because the Kelvin timeline was produced by Bad Robot.
Okay.
There's no reason for a company who owns all the rights to have another company produce their movie. So they've already said that it's dead. They're going to reboot and have a brand new movie. They haven't decided what they're going to do, what cast or anything. But they're waiting to see what happens with Picard, and they're waiting to see what happens with Discovery.
Cool deal.
I will tell you that they've been in talks with what's his name? The captain from Discovery, who's the captain of the Enterprise, Pike.
Uh-huh.
I know they're doing this. They're going to have a Star Trek Enterprise show with Pike as captain, with Spock and his number one, which is a female. From that, this is the era before Kirk took over the ship, because the ratings blew the hell up when these episodes were on, and this is a very big telling thing. This is why I joke when people are like, "Oh, I don't know if they're going to do it." I'm like, no. They built the entire bridge to scale and in detail, and they built other sections of the ship. There's only one reason you don't do that for one episode or two episodes. You do that when you have future plans for that, because that's not cheap. And currently, when you're done with stuff, it gets taken apart.
Right.
No, the Enterprise bridge and everything is sitting there in a warehouse waiting.
Wow.
So that will be coming.
Did you see the thing about the Fantastic Four?
I really don't care about Fantastic Four. They've shit on it so many times. They just need to do it and do it right. The last one they did with the kids, to have the girl that was Sue Storm, her first interview, they asked her, well, what did you like about Sue Storm? Did you read comics? And she said, no. Why would I read the comics? I'm putting my portrayal on this character. I was like, oh, then you have no idea what you're supposed to be doing. And so that movie sucked. It tanked the minute they put it out. These aren't kids. They have to be old. You can't be 19 years old and be the main doctor.
Right.
He's a scientist. But I do know that they're laying the groundwork for Fantastic Four because Doctor Doom is in Doctor Strange.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
There's so many crossovers coming. It's not even funny.
Okay.
They're doing the WandaVision. Wanda's also going to be in Doctor Strange.
No.
Spider-Man's going to have a cameo in there because I think the way they're going to fix Spider-Man, now that everybody knows that Peter Parker Spider-Man is, that Doctor Strange is going to do something to make everybody forget.
Hi, Charles.
Welcome
But
to the show.
there's so much stuff going on. It's insane. They just said the guy that played Batman in the 3 Batman movies, Christian Bale, I guess he's going to be Adam from the Adam that was created at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. He was created to destroy the Guardians.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Adam Warlock is his name.
Dang.
Okay, so we getting.
So
Yeah.
All right. So timeout.
yeah.
How's my dog?
He's fine. He was watching for a little while, and he's getting a fence very soon.
When?
So he's all
Yeah, I was
excited.
going to ask you about that. When is that happening?
Well, I have the company. I think that we had out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Who were driving me insane.
That lady?
Yeah. Well, their company just. There are certain companies. I'm like, can I just take over your company and run it for a little while and show you how it's done? They had it advertised in the paper. It said, "Call. It's $1,750 for a fence." And you go online. You just fill out. You want a questionnaire or a quote. They say, "Here's our number. You can call. Get a quote." Well, no one ever calls you back. And I found a second number that they only speak Spanish on. So I kept asking the lady who spoke Spanish to get me someone who speaks English. And the person got in who spoke broken English and couldn't understand what I was saying. So I started sending notes through their request for a quote saying, "I can't believe no one's calling me back. I have money for a fence, and your company's not calling me back.
Okay,
so
okay.
I guess I got to go to somebody else."
Okay.
And they finally called me back, and they asked me for the yard measurements and all that, the plot plan. And she's like, "Well, maybe I can do it right over the phone for you." And then she calls me back and goes, "Yeah, they can't do it over the phone. They got to come out." I'm like, "Okay, then you need to be here tomorrow." "Well, we can't." I'm like, "Do you want to make money? Are you in business to make money? I'm getting a fence."
So will your
So
fence
what she
be an
says is
English
she goes,
fence or a Spanish
"Right, well,
fence?
Monday is the first
I
time
know
they
what
came
I'm
out.
saying.
And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "All right, see you then." I'm like, "See you when?"
Matt.
I can't wait to talk to this group, this company. I'm like, "You're so broken, it's not even funny." So they're almost not even on the plane of me planning on being like, if this is how hard it is to get to have to come out and give you a price,
Matt.
I don't want you dealing with me.
Matt.
But
Time out.
what?
Take a break.
You're asking questions.
Yeah, I know, but you got to give us a minute to talk, buddy. You've been on radio with me. You were on the air with me originally.
Okay.
Take a breath. So will your fence be English or Spanish?
You'll be Honduran.
Oh, there you go. All right, I'm with you there. Shit, I'd like to see how you get it. Huh? So you have sex with an English guy, has sex with a Spanish guy, you get Honduran, huh?
Right, there you go.
I like it. I like it.
So Matt, are you going to the Improv tonight?
Not tonight. I probably just take tonight off. I got to work on my comedy festival that I'm working on. I get their site done and stuff like that. But I mowed the yard today and stuff like that. So all the major stuff is done.
Well, Keith is looking forward to meeting you.
Which one's Keith?
The good-looking one.
He's the one with
obviously.
the one with the
He's the one with the herpes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
He's the one with the herpes.
Oh, I hope that clears up.
He doesn't have that kind of herpes. He has the kind of that's usually infection around the mouth.
Yeah, that tells him a lot.
That's even worse.
Yeah, Matt. It's one that you get an infection around the mouth. You won't care.
Yeah. Just don't kiss him.
Whatever.
It's a cold sore.
It's like saying, I have AIDS, but that's the one that kills you.
Okay. Yeah, yes, me. I'd have fat AIDS.
You have what?
Fat AIDS.
I would have fat
Oh,
AIDS
not fat AIDS.
because I would not lose weight having AIDS. I'd get fatter.
We don't want to talk about that.
Anyway, so you're coming down in May. You're coming down on that Wednesday. Cool. I can't wait. You need to talk to Barry and Al because they're coming. And at one point, Al, not you. At one point, there's gonna be two Barrys in the room at the time. Yeah, you know what? Are you even gonna be here? So you might want to talk to them because they might want to join you on your flight if you care.
Okay.
Okay.
So that means you don't care? Okay.
Well, no, it's like you understand, my planning's all done. I went on there, bought it, put it over, it's all on the side, it's done.
All right.
For them to get caught up.
What gets me is that the Southwest is very deceptive, because as I was buying my ticket, it's like, there's only 2 seats left. I go there to pick my seat, and they're all available.
Are you talking about Sprint? You're talking about Spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, wait, it only told me there were like 2 seats left.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's that urgency.
Well, that's a good airline. That's one with the bar in the cockpit, right?
Yeah. Yep. And it's triple pole.
Yeah, that's one that drives all the way.
It drives all the way.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
That's
listen. We're going to let you go. Well, thank you for
Okay.
calling in. And
All right. Well, I had just I am somebody, and when I called in, I had this huge waiting list to get on for all these callers. I believe that when I call in, I should be bumped to the front.
You are bumped to the front every time, man.
Yeah. So when you come to Texas, will you want some tacos?
Some tacos.
Tacos and
No,
tortillas.
because I just learned a horrible truth.
Oh,
What was that?
shit.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is going to be mind-blowing. Chinese food is not really Chinese food. You cannot buy Chinese food in China. What we have here is American Chinese food that does not resemble anything eaten in China. Same thing for Mexico. You cannot go to Mexico and say, hey, I want a chimichurri. They're like, what do you mean? I would like a taco. What do you mean?
There's no Taco Bells in Mexico?
No.
What? I'm not going there then.
Look,
I was so blown away by this, I had to Google it, and Google literally came back and says, this is correct. The Mexican food in America only exists in America and has no foundation in Mexico.
that's why we call it Tex-Mex. And we have a
Yeah, there is
whole lot of
that.
restaurants here where everything is cooked by Mexicans.
Yeah.
Even the Chinese restaurants, the
Are
food is
made
cooked
by
by
Mexicans.
The Italian restaurants, all
Yeah.
our cooks are Mexicans.
Mexicans.
And it's
Well, that's the
delicious.
same thing. If you go to Italy, the pizza they have there, one, it's not called pizza, but it's made totally different. And if you're in Italy, the pasta is made that morning for dinner. They don't have like the boxes of pasta in the store.
Well, Cinco de Mayo is not celebrated in Mexico either, just so you know.
I know, it's another lie. I'm unraveling the onion.
It's
There's all these lies.
it's fake news.
But I feel
Must be on
whenever we go to a Chinese restaurant here and it's full of Chinese patrons that are eating there, that makes me think that there's some semblance and there's some reason why they're there. And
Because
not
they're
at home
American
making-
Chinese,
No.
they don't know better.
Are they
Those are
good?
No.
Chinese Americans.
Tell
They
them.
were born and raised
they
in America.
speak Chinese. They're in there, and you never hear them say
Doesn't
a
mean
word
that they
of
don't
English.
speak Chinese.
They're just probably tired of all the tacos on every street corner.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause there's a
PJ,
Mexican
Stop calling it
restaurant.
tacos.
PJ complains about every restaurant here has tortillas.
So are we going for
Tortillas.
tacos
Taco
later?
of some kind.
Are we
Or
going for tacos later?
tacos, yeah.
Tacos?
I can eat tacos every day.
I know. We should go to
Yeah,
enchiladas
I
tonight.
yesterday I just banned a restaurant from my life, so it
Which
was a
one's
horrible
that?
evening. Burger King.
Why? What happened at Burger King?
It's horrible.
Inside the bun or inside the patty was a hair, and that's not bad.
Just one?
When I went to and ordered it, I said I want a double quarter pounder, cheese only, and she's like, all right. And I said, and I with the meal, I want a chocolate milk or chocolate shake, and she's like, well, our chocolate shakes only come in medium. I'm like, that's not true. I would like a large. And of course, she gave me a medium anyway, and gave me a Whopper with everything but cheese. And I don't remember asking for the hair, but there was a hair in it.
Hey, you
So
know,
I'm now
she
done
didn't
with
charge
Burger
you
King.
extra for it.
Extra pubes.
And then you got to make sure, you got to decide, was it a hair from the head or a hair from the pubes? Hair from the
It
pubes
was from the head. It was long
adds
and in the
money.
burger.
Well, she puts herself in her work. What do you want?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm going to let you go. I'll talk
right.
talk to you later.
Recipe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Matt.
Bye, Matt.
He just gave away Burger King's secret recipe.
So, what you're talking about is okay. What is it? 2 weeks ago that you were off again? It wasn't last Friday. The one Friday
he's off
before.
It was every Friday for the last 3
No,
Fridays.
but the one we went to the eye doctor, and then we went to. I went to get my license.
No, that was last Friday. You got your license. The
Okay.
week before, we went to the eye doctor, went to the car
Oh, that's
dealership,
right.
and came home, and I was sick. I
Yeah,
was just
yeah. He
wiped out.
he was upset because he says Google doesn't know anything because we Google Maps to the driver's license bureau, and it took us way out to this underneath this underpass.
We went west instead of east. What the hell?
And so
Well, you wanted the the New Mexico driver's
Right,
license,
right. You know, it took us on a tour of the underpasses and overpasses.
Hey, just remember, guys do not get lost. They just find different ways to get places.
You know, and so you know, they have what they call driver's license mega centers. And they have like hundreds of windows. There's like 40, 50 windows there. And they're divided up, one for boats, you know, one for people that are name changes, another one for people that have court problems, like they've had their license suspended or whatever. And then people that have, you know, just getting their license. And they had some cute guys there, but I didn't get to talk to any of the cute guys. I had some other guy. And so the minute I got, of course, in Florida, they hand it to you. Here they just mail it to you. I guess
7 to 14 days.
Make sure that you're living where you say you're living.
7 to 14 days, you'll have your license.
So I officially became un-American when I got my license.
I got to get. I need your petite hands to go and remove my sticker from last year and put my new one on.
He wants, He said that to the last 5 people that came into the house.
I have a Donald Trump hand.
Wait, small hands?
I have small hands.
Or lying hands.
But they make my penis look huge. So
instead of grabbing pussy, you grab. Yeah, well, we saw that, what you just did.
You grabbed him? You grabbed him?
Yeah, he was.
Did he grab him like this?
He's always doing that.
Barry's kind of a pussy, so it's...
what? Poor Barry.
That boy.
I'm not.
So, you know, and my biggest complaint about Texas is every fucking place serves tacos and some sort of tortilla. And so South Park, not South Park, but Family Guy has this thing where the two ladies talk about tacos and tortillas. Hold on, wait.
Does Flamin' Buffet have tortillas?
Yeah.
They do?
Fajitas.
Flamin' Buffet?
They have the fajitas, yes.
Man, I love street fairs. They got rides, games, and ethnic food cooked horribly by white Americans.
Tacos, hot tacos here. Oh, are those tacos? You better believe they're tacos. I love tacos, especially on a corn tortilla. Oh, I love tacos on a corn tortilla.
So, you know, every place here serves something on
Did
a
he turn our
taco.
volume back on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He turned you off.
Because you guys just don't know when to shut up.
I know.
I'm sorry, guys. It's
He turns me. Instead of turning me on, he turns me off. That's really bad.
Wow. That's why you didn't get a hug.
Yeah, I know. I still ain't got my hug.
So Flamin' Buffet doesn't have fajitas?
No, they have fajitas. The chicken fajitas.
Go figures.
It's over there. It's over there. You know where they got the...
They have the chicken with the big jalapenos in it.
No, they got that thing over there with the pizzas and
even Chick-fil-A's got it.
Yeah.
Tortilla roll in the...
I don't remember seeing tortillas.
Hey, Jesse, there's some truth to what? Give us a call.
I think he was talking about the Mexican food that they have there, or maybe the Cinco de Mayo.
469-844-2207, 469-844-2207. If you're still listening, Jesse, give us a call. I have no idea what you mean. You keep talking about moving to some old age place out, you know, in the desert.
I'm very, very old.
Is that it? You know, people come to your house and break soap dishes, and you just want to leave the state. What the hell?
That's pretty much it. I mean, it was pretty disrespectful, really.
It was.
Patrick.
So
he still got Tupperware. The old Tupperware.
So you okay? Where is it? Where is it? You want Sun City, right?
Sun City.
Where is that?
Sun City, Arizona.
Arizona.
It's just right outside Phoenix.
Why is that so attractive to you?
There's no schools, so there's no school tax.
So people are ignorant. I like it. Okay.
No. It's 55 and older. So
they're ignorant. Go ahead. All right.
Be no damn school.
You'll be a rocket science going there.
If we done wanted to be educated, we'd have done that by now.
Right. I got you.
But it's got it's got a bunch of rec centers and pools and all that stuff that's included in the HOA, and housing is so much cheaper. And
lots of daddies.
My sister's there. My family's there.
Won't that curb your sex life?
My sister? You've met my sister.
Yes. Won't your sister curb your sex life?
You've met my sister.
No. Have I?
I don't think he has.
You guys were there when she came to the breakfast.
No, Carlos and James were there, and we were there. Carlos fixed her watch.
I thought you.
You didn't meet his sister, did you?
I don't. If we did, I don't remember.
Richards?
No, I think they went to breakfast with the group that morning. There was about 6 of us.
That
there,
was we didn't make that one.
My sister's interesting.
Is she?
Oh yeah.
Then why don't we have her here instead of you?
For reals.
I don't know, man.
We can get her on the phone. We can get her on the phone. We can have
getting
this
her.
conversation.
Only she tells secrets about you. I want dirt.
There's dirt on me. If then you don't have to look too hard.
Really?
He'll tell it to you. Just,
There's a
ask.
shower back there. We'll turn the cameras off. You can go shower.
Yeah, we're going to turn them off.
You're going to cut them off? Yeah, right. Yeah. We'll change it to we'll change it to Xtube, and then we'll broadcast live on Xtube. This way we can get away with it.
And everybody will go, man, that's
I don't think so. I think you'd be surprised.
horrible.
So, anyway, what So, okay. So, I thought at one point this over the Christmas you said you were going to be moving soon. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to move. Hold on.
The telephone is ringing.
Maybe it's my sister.
It's Alice Cooper. You got me on the run.
You're on the air.
Hi, this is Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey,
Hi, Jesse.
How you doing, you cute motherfucker? You.
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're doing
good.
well. So, what is there some truth to?
This is the truth that I was mentioning was when Matt was talking about how certain ethnic foods out here in America are not equivalent to the ones in the home countries where they're supposedly from.
Right. I totally believe that.
Okay.
So, I mean, majority of the Mexican food that we get here, it is a combination of both Mexican and Tex-Mex.
So
And
let
the
me
thing
ask
is,
you though.
it's just branded.
Is Mexican food traditionally really hot, so hot that it burns your ass?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Unfortunately.
Wait. Unfortunately, you like burning asses? What, I mean,
I love the spice.
you
I
should
like
try
it.
Indian food then. If you want really hot food, Indian food will just kill you.
Indian or American Indian?
Yeah, we know that.
Indian. So, no,
Indian will kill you.
I was kind of hoping that how spicy it is was like an Americanized version of the food. You know what I mean? But apparently, I guess that some people like those ghost peppers. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even eat those.
So, are you here in Dallas?
No, I'm actually in California.
You're in California.
Boo.
So, yeah, they mail your license to you in California too, don't they? When you go and get your license, they mail it to you. I don't know why the hell they do that. Florida, they just hand it to you right over the counter.
What, the license?
Wow.
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
It's
Florida,
a
they
pain
don't
in the
give.
ass.
Florida, they don't care who gets a license. There ain't, here we got so many different seals and logos and hidden shit that we have to look for when we're IDing people to make sure it's a real ID.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe in Florida they just don't give a fuck. In Texas is a little stricter. You know,
Huh.
I don't know. Some states don't have state inspections on their car. Texas
What part
does.
of California are you in?
Los Angeles.
Oh, really? So the earthquake a couple weeks ago, were you there for that?
Yes, I was.
I've been through one earthquake, and that was in San Francisco in the 80s. It was a mild earthquake. And there, to people that have not been there, depending on the severity, it's like, oh, an earthquake. You know what I mean? People they don't freak. If you've not been there, it's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, the one I was in Vegas back in July, but we were far away from it, but we felt the shakes. And it wasn't that
Oh, yeah,
big a
that's
deal.
the one where it happened during Bigger Vegas.
Yes. We were sitting at a
I
stoplight and
remember
all
that
the
one.
poles were
That was-
shaking and the car was shaking, and I'm like, well, we're not on a bridge.
I mean, you're
Why?
not having sex, so what the hell's going
I'm
on?
looking in the back seat to see what them guys are doing. And
So how bad was it? I mean, did it knock stuff off your shelves and stuff, or no?
No, not really. Everything was fine. I mean, pretty much, if you live here in California, we learned to earthquake-proof our house and make sure anything that that's hanging or off to the side, it doesn't fall off and break.
okay, so you like Gorilla Glue everything down or what?
Gorilla Glue.
Pretty much, we have to.
I love Gorilla Glue.
It's mandatory.
Don't sniff it though.
I'm not going to sniff glue. So, how long have you lived in California?
I've been living in California for 25 years now.
What
28.
brought you out there? Where were you originally from?
I'm originally from Mexico, believe it or not.
Oh, so do we pretend like you're here legally, or
He's been here 25 years.
That doesn't mean he's here legally.
Don't worry.
I don't want Trump coming to get you or nothing,
We heard you on
No,
the,
he won't
on
get
the
me. I have
podcast.
paperwork.
Yeah, you know how popular we are. Well, you might get busted.
Yeah, one of our 4 listeners might call.
No, we get listeners later. People will listen to
Right,
this
right.
later. So no,
That's fine
no.
by me.
So what do you do in California? What is your profession?
Currently, I'm a tax agent.
You're a tax agent.
Ooh, I need my taxes.
Wait. Are you an IRS tax agent?
No, not IRS. Tax preparer. So
Oh.
I have my P10 and my CTEC license.
So can you doctor taxes to make them look really good?
I can make them really good. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Whether it's true or not, you can make it look really good.
No comment. Don't answer that. The feds are listening.
Yeah.
Just wink really loud.
Yeah, just
Everything
wink.
is 100%
Yeah, wink
legal.
really
We have
loud.
the software and the licensing.
So, was it Texas Bear Roundup? Was that what it is? TBRU.
TBRU.
It's coming up in March, right? Are you coming to that?
I would love to come to that. I will have to see what my schedule brings.
Well, I know.
Because that's still tax season.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's tax season. You can't do that
This will
remotely.
be my first one. And I live in
So maybe
Texas,
I could just probably fly out for a weekend or something. And then head back.
Well, if you wait, when Keith's doing a pool party, you can come on out to the pool party. Get sunburnt and go back.
one of his infamous naked pool parties.
Yeah.
But you if he says he's going to cook for you, make sure you bring something to eat because it'll be 5-6 o'clock
absolutely.
before he actually gets it ready.
This guy right here.
I've just been
No
uninvited.
problem. I'd bring something.
Yeah. Don't worry, PJ will not be attending any pool parties this year.
Poor Keith.
He takes
such a
when we
abuse.
started these pool parties, we would go to breakfast and then go straight from breakfast to the house, and then we would swim for a while, and then I would cook. PJ don't want me to swim. He just wants me to cook.
No.
And then eat. And then, thing is after everybody eats, they're like, oh, well, we're tired. We're going to go home. We're not going to get back in the water. So the only way for the party to
Bunch
last
of us
is
got
to
back
cook
in the
the
water.
Hey, I had third-degree burns last time. I don't want to hear it.
That was
Well,
the
he
first
get worse
party.
than third degree.
Yeah,
Huh?
but most of your parties end up with a storm.
I still have the redness.
Yeah. How many other people throw tornadoes with their parties?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
So Jesse can, do you think Steve will let him sleep between the two of you?
No.
No?
Oh, I would love that.
Oh, see,
Yeah, Steve wouldn't do that.
Okay. Well, if you get a hotel room at TBRU, he can just sleep between the two of you.
We've already had a couple people call,
Yeah.
or a couple that texted me and asked if they could share a room with us. I'm like, no.
Oh wow.
First, we got a king bed. It's only one bed, and we're not letting another couple stay in there. They're really nice guys, though. But no, it's not happening. But I knew Steve wouldn't be down for that, and he wasn't. I'd already told the guys no before I told him about it. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen.
Steve's no fun.
Steve's a lot of fun.
So a couple months ago, you guys had a lot of fires out there. Were you guys affected in LA from those fires?
The most my area got affected was just a lot of smoke in the air. It was just a little difficult to breathe in the mornings.
What about the power outages? Did they turn off your power and stuff like they did for other people?
No, not my area. Unfortunately, my ex-boss actually was affected. They had to evacuate their home. They were on mandatory evacuation, and so luckily none of their property or any of their family members were hurt or anybody else in that area. They were able to control the fires and put them out.
Wow. That's scary stuff, though.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, California is well known for fires and earthquakes.
Right. Yep. Just building all up to when y'all fall off in the ocean.
That comes out faster, though.
Oh. What are you talking about? So you were at Bigger Vegas last year. Did we not meet? Did we meet? We didn't meet, did we?
No, I didn't go. I was I wanted to go, but unfortunately passes were not available.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I met so many people while I was there.
You were a horn dog.
I was not. I was okay. I was a little bit.
Bark at the moon.
But that's what I went for. Okay. Look, I've been chatting with guys from all over the world before this event, and then when I got there, I wanted to make my trip around the world. And I did.
You had a little bit of all cultures. Italian, Chinese.
I did. Right. There, yeah, it was
China.
Some from all over, right? German, Russian.
Not from China.
Huh?
Not from China.
Nothing wrong with that. A little fun here and there.
He was from He was Chinese. He grew up in England, though, but he now lives in Canada. So I don't know if I can mark him down as 4 different countries.
Even Canadian.
But he was a sweet. He was a chaser. I
James
don't
is
do
on.
chasers, but this guy.
James is
he was
watching.
a lot of
Hi,
fun.
James.
A lot of fun.
Into the mic, baby. Into the mic.
Hi, James.
There you go.
How you doing, buddy?
You'll get the hang of this.
So, have you attended any events yet, or are you an event virgin like I was a few years ago? Or because Vegas was my first big event.
Who popped your event?
You did. We went to MCA. Yeah, MCA. I've been to MCA 3 times, which is a lot of fun, and I've been to Vegas, and that's the extent of mine so far.
For me, the most that I end up going to is usually Western Exposure in Palm Springs or Chub Fest.
Ooh.
And I want to go to Chub Fest. Is it everything they say it is?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I hear it's really
Yes,
expensive.
we're talking chubby daddies everywhere.
I know, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You got any pictures?
Are you painting, Junior?
You can inbox me.
No.
Yes,
I'm on Facebook.
There might be a few pictures and videos.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Hey, Jesse. How you doing?
Jesse, listen to me. Listen to me. You know. You see how one-sided this is right now, right? He won't let you share the bed, but he wants pictures and he wants, So I'm gonna tell you, I'd be careful with this. We need a quid pro quo here. We need a presidential quid pro quo. For everything he gets, you should get something.
I believe that. Yeah, that is a fair and equal trade. Absolutely.
I'm looking out for the well-being of our listeners.
Look,
or listener.
If he hasn't already seen pictures of me, he probably knows somebody who has. Because there's a lot of them out there.
We are on Bigger City, and we've exchanged photos.
I think so.
You swap naked pictures? Ooh.
Of course.
Yeah. Now, did you actually show him the ones of you this time, or that model you hired? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
I can't model
these are me. These are
no, not you. Him.
Oh, him? Yes, these are him. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. He knows you. All right. Well, hey, we want to thank you for calling in, and you're welcome to call back anytime. But we're going to let you go.
All right, thank you very much.
And we'll talk to you later.
All right, man.
Be good.
Hang out.
It's good to talk to you.
Bye. So this morning, are we allowed to talk about this morning for you?
What happened this morning?
Your meetup, or did that be a bad idea?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
Okay, we won't talk about it.
Yeah.
Right.
So how was your class at the improv training?
Well, the people that have been teaching me, both of them were out today, so we had 2 substitutes. Now, here's the thing: all the teachers are pretty decent teachers; they really are. But they're all following a curriculum, And but what I have a hard time with is when I watch them on stage, because they don't usually do what they don't practice what they preach. So the improv shows are not usually that good.
Oh no!
And I know I shouldn't say this because it's probably going to nail me, but I watch the stuff and I feel bad because I talked about it last week. They kept bugging me. They want you to see 2 shows. They want you to see 2 shows with each class you take as part of their to be exposure. Like I guess the average person doesn't have experience. So I go to shows and a couple times I've walked out because and so I do not give them feedback because I want to be honest. I'm not going to lie to them. And so they last week, I said, listen, I really don't think you want this feed. You say, oh yeah, just tell us. So I told them, I said, well, I've been to several of your shows. I said, you guys don't practice what you teach. There's a bunch of talking heads up there. Some of your people have been around so long, they seem to think that they can do improv without thinking about it. And I said, now I've seen students do better simply because the skill sets you're taught in the classes are fresh in their mind versus the instructors who, while they can teach it, it doesn't work. They don't do it. And so
what did they say then?
Well, they looked at me, and then some of the other students then said, you know what, you're right. And I felt bad today because as I go back in, these other guys are asking, it's the thing they do, who saw shows? And one guy says, you know what, I took PJ's feedback last week, and I looked through a different set of eyes. He says, he was right.
Oh.
They weren't doing what they said they were going to.
Oh, no.
He said, I still had fun. I still thought it was funny. He said, but I clearly saw they had problems because they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. And he said, these were teachers that have taught. And I'm like, and so at the end of the thing, I went and said, listen, I don't want to ruin improv for you. I said, trust me, there are some good groups out there, and you're going to see it. I said, but don't let what Mike's, this. I said I should never have said a word, but they kept bugging me. They kept bugging me because they wanted feedback, and I'm, it's
for our audience, PJ's brutally honest. Sometimes he's even honest with me. I'm going like, oh my God. Hey, put your headphones on and use the mic. If you got a conversation, share it with our
I can
audience.
hear you just fine. With that. His video thing won't play on the Girth and Mirth. It just
what's he trying to do?
The live feed of us. It's just refreshing. It's not showing anything.
You know what?
Really?
But on mine is working.
I'm fixing to fire you.
I mean, it's
off
doing
the
it there,
show.
but then when it goes to show all the
that's I can't help that.
If you fire me from the show, you might actually have to talk during the show.
What are you saying? I can't
you
talk?
sit over there all quiet. You're the fucking star of the show.
I can talk. I can talk. You can't talk.
Right.
Okay.
So what are we going to do for dinner tonight, PJ?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I don't know. I'm not getting lemon cake or chicken. So. Yeah. And we want to be respectful to your he's trying to lose weight, and I get that.
And we even I told Steve we were having etouffee, and I know etouffee.
Oh. Well, yeah. But you had a tantrum and put everything back.
A tantrum?
Yes, you did. Come on, you had everything but that one thing.
Hold on. I cannot, in my mind, picture neither one of y'all walking around the store for over 20 minutes waiting on a phone call. I
understand too. You remember how he gave
that's
me
not counting the minutes I walked.
Remember how he gave me
called.
shit about the map and going to the underpass?
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, his phone just stops ringing, right? And like anything else, these things need to be restarted every once in a while. But he won't, And so apparently, I called and it didn't answer. And because we have Google Home, I'm able to send a thing and say, "Hey, Junior, do you want something or call me?" And he was actually trying to call you back a couple times, and it was going right to voice. It was ringing 3 or 4 times that you were going to voicemail. So I suspect the restart is what helped him. But to his defense, it wasn't ringing. It wasn't ringing. But no, you're right. I would have been pissed too. I would have been like, what the fuck is going on?
You could at least brought the lemon cake.
No.
The man wanted lemon cake.
We can go to.
He didn't even know about the lemon cake till you told him.
I was going to be a surprise for him.
We can.
You told him.
How
so
is it nice enough outside to go to Hunky's? We can eat a burger.
It is nice outside.
What is with you?
I'm comfortable.
Where?
If we're going to go to enchiladas, that's a different story.
Fuck. No, you took me to a shitty place last night. It's not happening today.
Ooh. I guess you've been told you're going to get your butt dressed and you're going to go out like a good person.
We went to Oshucks.
And my crawfish was delicious.
It was.
I saw the pictures.
So your catfish was bad or what?
It wasn't worth the trouble. It wasn't worth what we paid for it.
It's the service.
You guys will take.
It's the service.
You guys will take it up the ass by anybody.
I ordered my food. They brought out my food.
I know.
Me too. And they brought my food out and
I didn't have no problem.
Yeah, I ordered it. She even took off that stupid drink I didn't want.
So
it's like some people want their shit handed to them over right at the counter right now.
And I almost gave them credit for not having a tortilla, but they had a fish
taco.
2
weeks for my license. I gotta.
Barry, you've eaten at All Shucks, haven't you? No.
You don't want to eat there.
Yes, you have.
Stay away.
We went to the all-you-can-eat crawfish thing out there last year.
Remember?
So memorable.
Was that the whole thing?
The bucket.
So memorable that he doesn't remember. That tells you a lot.
Well, that was
it was probably traumatic. It was traumatic, wasn't it?
Well, it really was because
he asked me y'all's address like he's never been here before.
He kept pulling things apart and then laying them down so that they were staring at me.
You got to talk into the mic, or we're going to beat you.
He was laying them down so they were staring at me.
Right.
So yes, it was traumatic.
That was the first time I met Barry.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Last April.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Because that was before you came over for any pool party.
Yeah.
So
he fell in love with you that day.
Was crawfish
Who the fuck is that?
safe on your diet? I mean, it's seafood,
Yeah,
right? So you can
yeah.
eat that.
It's good.
Okay.
That burger I had was.
He doesn't care. Crawfish. Crawfish if he's dying.
Hey, but
but that's
for
not bad.
every ounce of crawfish that you eat, you're working it off.
Yeah,
you're working it off while you're.
It's like celery.
But it is kind of cute watching these two eat it because they like it so much. It's like they're having fun. It's like a kid that's
it is fun.
Kid that's in playing with mud in a sandbox. They're like,
we went to.
How many pounds you get?
I only got 2.
2 pounds. I got 2 pounds, and I was finished before he was.
No. But what else did you get?
Over by the
Oh, I got some awful seafood.
No. How many pounds of the other stuff did you get?
It was a 1 pound crab.
So you had 2 pounds of crawfish, 1 pound of crab.
And I gave it to them.
Right.
what?
Razzoos.
And I had a horrible salad.
Oh, Shell Shack.
Yeah, Shell Shack. We went to Shell Shack, and they brought out this bag that most people would consider trash.
Woo!
And they dumped it into the tray, and he
Squeezed
just dug
all
in,
the
man. He had
juice
he had crap all over his face, and
Yeah, that's where we should have went. That's where we should have went.
Right.
That or well, maybe Razzoos would have been better because I got me a real drink there. So, yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
we
was
should go there
satisfied with
tonight.
my food, and I don't know, PJ. I just don't get all bent out of shape over little things when I go places. I don't know if people really giving it to me up the ass, or I don't know.
It's not like the first time you'd ever had kids today.
Hey.
So-
I wasn't allowed to talk about it. Neither can you.
So, when we go to breakfast with the big group and there's 20 fucking people, my shit's always right. I always see other people, hey. And, of course, they got 20 fucking trays and they're setting the plates down and they're like, can I get extra syrup? Well, I asked for syrup.
Hi,
It's like,
Steve.
you just asked for syrup. And, I'm not talking about you, PJ. I'm talking about some of the other people. So.
See, your husband's watching. Your boyfriend.
Hi,
Hey, Carlos.
Steve. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Love you,
Carlos
Steve.
is
How you
watching,
doing?
too?
Oh, I can't see that. I don't want to see that.
Hi, Carlos.
I'm just thinking about me and Steve tonight.
Okay, so what do we want to do for dinner?
Hey, Steve.
I don't care.
Junior
I'll
fucked
go
up
wherever
the
you want. If you want to go to
etouffee, so-
enchiladas, we'll go to enchiladas.
So we're going to...
Mary, you want to go to enchiladas?
No, I'm going to go to that party that I was.
Oh, you mean that?
Wait.
that
Who told
party?
you? Didn't you know this was an all-night thing?
No,
There's
nobody,
an after
nobody
party.
informed me that.
There's an after party, and then
Problem is that I kind of committed to go to that.
Well, I'm
What?
sorry, but your ankle bracelet goes
I'm
on
not
now.
the guy that I'm not the kind of guy that backs out on stuff.
Christmas. He's.
Are you referring to a certain particular date and time that happened last year?
You know,
I mean, it was last year.
You know, the guy who kept saying, "Oh man, I'm coming to your
You're
house." 'cause I
messing
wanna
with the
see your
star
house.
of the show. Be
I
careful
want to
now.
see your house. I really want to take a look at it.
Keith is like, I'm not.
I'm
going
loving
into
the
this.
pictures. I want to see
Keith's
it.
like, I'm staying out of this.
And then somebody
This is about him.
didn't show up.
Yeah, that's right. I did show up.
So, hurt my feelings. It was
Well, your feelings were hurt. Well,
both of them.
I'll just take you to the bedroom. And,
The left one and the right
whisper
one?
Sweet nothings into your ear until you feel better.
Not feeling that. That just doesn't seem like that's going to. What are you doing?
Hey,
Looking
Jason.
to see if you had
Nice
any
to
sweet
see you.
nothing in your ear.
Steve Lusk, thank you.
Oh, Jason's back.
Yeah, is that him? Okay.
Jason starts his new job on Monday.
Who's Jason?
He's a friend of ours. You met him at the pool parties at Dave and Jerry's. That's where we met him. He's been to a couple of the dinners.
So if you want, call in 469-844-2207. 469-844-2207. Yeah, Jason, give us a call. I don't know who he is, but we'll figure it out.
You need to slow down when you're giving that number.
844. Wait.
You don't even remember.
469-844. It's right there on the screen. They can see it. 2207.
Right. Yeah. So yeah.
So-
y'all met him.
Yeah. So maybe we should go to.
Something healthy so they can eat.
Enchiladas.
But that's not healthy. Well, can you eat something there?
It's healthy food.
Fajitas are healthy. Carne asada is healthy.
Tortillas.
No, I eat mine without the tortillas because they're not healthy.
The tortilla
Well, what's the
chips
point?
with
Tortillas.
Tacos and tortillas.
Yeah. You'll just get the
tortilla
nachos.
chips.
So hey, Steve, I guess it's up to you. We know what he likes.
Yeah.
He likes enchiladas.
Oh, I thought you was talking about me.
Well, I don't know if he likes you. We won't share pictures or sketches.
I have no pictures.
No pictures, no comments. Neither does Trump.
Is he
No
coming?
pic-
He's coming over here, right?
Well, he was coming over here for etouffee, but now that there's no etouffee, man,
Should we call him?
I guess go by Walmart if you want. And see if they got the stuff.
They probably do.
How long does it take to
It
make?
takes I don't know, an hour. But the thing is,
Well, we can play a board game while we're waiting.
I'm bored with
I'd
this.
be
He's
bored.
leaving. He's leaving, so he don't matter.
He's no good at games anyway.
Yeah, for whatever reason, he won't take his clothes off when he loses.
The magnificent
First of all,
Charles Holly is
I have
watching now.
never had anybody
Charles Holly.
complain that I don't take my clothes off. Come to my house, man. I take my clothes off.
Oh, this bitch is naked. Now that I do have pictures of.
So
He didn't know I took them, but I took some anyway.
Yeah, he says, I'm just on my phone.
I had to turn the
should've known better.
phone this way to get them big old balls in there, man, because all them balls, but they got a lot of balls. Let me just say right there. You got to be a strong man to juggle them motherfuckers, man.
Them big old, they're not your average walnut. They're the plum size.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, plum size.
Yeah.
Borderline tangerine.
Don't show everybody.
borderline tangerine. Wait, tangerines are small.
No, because then PJ will end up in Facebook jail.
No. Well, I'll just turn the cameras off. But and what we'll do is he'll be like Helen Keller using Braille, but describe everything in detail. He'll wind up in Facebook jail. This time for a year. This time for a year.
Hey, man, y'all just put money on my commissary. That's all.
Your commissary. So, Jesse, I would love to see. Jesse wants to see.
Jesse wants to see what?
His balls. His.
Oh, Jesse, you're just gonna have to come and check him out yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't even know who Jesse is.
Well, if he might be close to
called
you.
in a minute ago.
Closer. If you move to Sun City, you'll be a lot closer to him.
Right.
So
I think that was a place Junior would love to live.
Sun City?
Yeah, 55 and up, no kids.
Yeah.
Fucking daddies.
Yeah.
Last night at Oh Shucks,
community
Junior had a drive-by.
A close encounter. Woo.
So this elderly fellow, and here's the thing: he wasn't even a crypt keeper. Normally they're crypt keepers. This gentleman was an elderly guy, and he the tables are close enough that if no matter how you do, if you're a chubby guy like us, you're either your butt, your belly, or your crotch is going to touch something. So the guy's got his back to us, and Junior's hands on the edge of the table. I am so sorry. I didn't mean. I'm like, Junior. He's like, oh, it's okay.
Where was I at when this happened?
You were right. I don't know.
You were right there looking at me like, what the fuck?
Was he? Or I thought,
maybe when I was in the restroom.
No, you were right there.
And I'm just like, well, he's lucky he hadn't turned around because Junior would have given him, given that.
So he walked in between our tables.
Yeah. And his butt brushed against his hand.
Oh.
Junior was in heaven. He hasn't washed that hand since.
Let me smell.
I washed him since then.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're driving. Like we're lying in bed, right? And he's talking sweet nothing, kissing me, and I roll over and turn for a second, either put my mask on, roll over, and he's looking at porn on the fucking internet.
Just that quick.
Yeah. He was on Silver Daddies earlier. I said, "What the fuck? I'm lying right here." Yeah. He's like, oh. I'm like, oh, yeah. So,
he's looking at him right now.
Yeah, I know.
No, Facebook.
Oh, yeah. See, he quickly changed over. The Apple thing, the Apple guilt page. Oh, look, honey. They quickly turn around. It switches to another page. Yeah. So, hey, let's see. Have we been on?
So, hey, is anybody watching? Have y'all watched the movie about Motley Crue called The Dirt on Netflix? Because we watched it. I've seen it before, but we watched it again. Junior and PJ watched it for the first time.
Watch what?
The Dirt.
Oh my God, that was really cool.
That was really good. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all should check it out and see what the true life of a rock and roll, heavy metal rock star
Yeah, how they
like.
get their kickstart, The Dirt, starring Motley Crue.
I read the book, and there's just so much they were not able to put into the movie. But the movie, just seeing it live on the big screen, it was even funnier and better on the big screen than it was in the book. But the book's amazing. The show is incredible. Y'all should watch. And of course, it's Motley Crue, so the music is fantastic. And
yeah, that's pretty funny.
Wow. So and the Super Bowl, Chiefs won. Yay. Fuck the 49ers.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, yay what?
Yeah.
Yay,
they won.
Them, or?
They won great at the end. They took it all out at the end.
They did, man. It was crazy. All
49ers had a
fans,
chance,
they're
but boop. Nope.
Crying about all the non-call penalties and there wasn't this and there wasn't that. And
the losers always do. Losers always do.
No, it was horrible, man. Des caught it. I don't care what anybody says. It was a catch.
In football, if you lose, the other team cheated and the refs made the bad call.
The refs were paid off and right.
But if you're a fan of the losing team, like I'm a Bronco fan, then all we hear is, it's just a building year. That's all. We're just in a building year. Of course, we didn't do well.
Right.
So,
Man, it's a shame that y'all have such a good defense in place that they could just get a quarterback and get something going offensively.
Yeah.
Because it seems to me like y'all wasted a few years with that.
Well, because Elway sucks.
Didn't it? Huh?
He always sucks.
And Flacco. Well, Elway was a genius when he brought in Peyton. The true genius was Peyton.
Yes, but he also blew out Tebow, and that sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Bad.
true.
So we've been on for an hour and 12 minutes. I think we're going to call
and Matt talked for 30 minutes.
Does. Yeah,
he did.
I like talking to Matt.
He is very knowledgeable, but getting him to give you a breath is kind of hard.
So
Yeah, I
whenever
didn't think he'd bring
he
the
started
whole
talking about Star Trek, and all I'm hearing is like the parents on Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Is that what y'all hear?
We
when I
love you
talk-
though, Matt.
When
We
I
love
talk
you though,
football, is that what y'all hear? Just
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
So,
'Cause I just heard nerd stuff.
So for those of you
You're
that
a
may be going to our
Star Wars
wedding,
fan.
we posted the link to our wedding registry page. If you're going, RSVP there, please. If you don't RSVP, that's where we're going to judge people. We're going to know who's going.
I added my brother.
I saw that.
Guest,
You
but
and
I
your
haven't
brother
asked
dating?
him, so
You're
I don't
dating your
know.
brother now,
No,
huh?
well, it had a place to add a guest after I confirmed me and Steve. After I RSVP'd for me and Steve, it added place to add a guest. So
Right? No, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
I haven't asked him yet. So
we've
I don't
shared
know
the
if
link,
that's coming up.
and if we've budgeted for, I think, was it 40 people? 40
Yeah,
people.
30. Minimum, maximum of 30.
So there's going to be more than enough food. So, but we need
It's not
to
gonna be
count.
here, is it?
We need, we're going to do 40 people here.
Well, you tried that over Thanksgiving.
No, it's
You know what? That won't get you invited to the next Thanksgiving, Mister.
It's going to be at Ozona's.
Ozona's. So yeah, that's already been taken care of. We got
What is it?
May
So I didn't
16th.
get
May
an invite.
16 on Saturday, huh?
I didn't get an invite. So
Well, it's on.
Well, you weren't going to be here. You're moving to Sun City.
When are
yeah,
you
I'm not
moving?
moving until June or July. I'm going to put the house if I do decide to move with the change in my job.
How much you
We're
going to
gonna
want for your
see.
house? Junior's looking for a house, but you're
200.
way out there in the middle of nowhere.
How much?
200.
Damn.
He said middle of nowhere.
Where
Not in the middle of nowhere.
where are you? Where do you?
That's what he said.
You're out in the middle. Yeah, you're out in.
He
I-30,
says I
the
live in
boonies.
the
I
country.
30 and
Live in
635.
the
Man, that
country.
ain't the boonies.
I know. You just jump
Nice
on 30. You're in
neighborhood.
downtown in like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
You're fucking
Oh, that might be better. No,
about 12.
I'll give you $1,800 a month.
I'm not looking to rent it. I'm
Rent to
looking
own.
sell it.
Don't rent to own.
Yeah, but I need the money to buy my new house.
Ah.
So can't do that.
I see. What kind of friend are you?
Property taxes went up. Insurance went up.
Where?
So-
in Garland?
Yeah. So now my bill went up $400 a month. So I
But
gotta get out of it.
the layout of your house is really nice. I like the sitting room you have out. What you've got your kitchen, then you've got like a little kitchen area for a table. Then you got a little area there where you got your TV in there. And then when you go out that one door, where your refrigerator, you go out the one door, and you have like a sitting area there. It's great. I mean,
Well, yeah, there's a front living room in
you
my
got what, 3 bedrooms or 2?
3.
That's great.
3 bedroom, 2 bath.
We would have bought it, but not having
shower.
that soap dispenser, we can't go. If you're not gonna have a soap
Hey,
dispenser,
I'll tell you what, I'll knock the $1.95 off, and I'll even go to Goodwill and get you.
You're gonna go to Goodwill. Oh wow,
That's where I got it from in the first place.
Oh, I see.
That's why I wasn't.
That's
overly
probably why it
heartbroken.
fell off the.
My sister can shop. She knows how to shop.
You blame it on. You blame a lot on your sister.
I don't blame anything on my sister.
Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna call the show to a close. Junior, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
We're gonna watch Picard tonight,
Thought we were going to dinner.
and we're gonna watch Harlequin.
I thought we were gonna go see a movie.
I was gonna ask him, I never asked him. You want to go see a movie tonight? And I thought Barry might want to join us for a movie, but he's got prior commitments.
He's scratching his belly like an ape. I'm sorry. Okay, hello, people.
Sorry.
He asked you a question.
The movie. Okay, so we went from going
Birds
to
of
dinner to a movie.
I don't know.
To
I don't know. I don't know.
To a movie
Picard,
and
yeah,
Dinner.
And dinner.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the next couple hours.
Well, what would you and Steve like to do?
I'm just having a hard time picturing
hold
somebody
on.
staying awake that late. Steve would be down for anything, I think, because he don't go into 11 tomorrow, so he don't have to get up as early.
Sorry, talk to the microphone, please.
No, we cannot. He said, "Hi guys." I don't know if that meant he was on the road or if he just got a chance to pick up his phone for a second.
Okay, well, All right. So, all right. Let's not make this complicated. Barry, you have anything last words you want to say before we go?
No, it was great. I've wanted to do this for a long time. But now that I got weekends off, maybe I can do it more often with you guys.
He's going to the big men's group.
I'm going to go to the big men's group barbecue.
Potluck tonight.
Right.
So.
Of course, maybe they don't want me because I was supposed to bring a meat entree and I'm bringing fruit.
Oh, you got a meat entree, all right. Yeah, you are the meat entree.
And Keith, anything you want to say before we go?
No, XFL started today. For those of y'all that have an NFL hangover, I'm talking my sports stuff instead of nerd stuff. Sports nerd. I'm a sports nerd. All right. Anyway, XFL started. Dallas Renegades play tomorrow at 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I really have nothing. Things are good.
How is the diet going, by the way? Have you lost any weight?
I have. I got on the scales yesterday before I left for work at 307.8. When I first weighed, I was like right at 319.
Good job.
So
why are you saying scale?
Were you
have
naked?
to use 2 of them?
Were you naked?
Fucker. When I first weighed, no, I had on some clothes, so the 319 might be a little. I just like saying that because it sounds like I lost more. But I have lost at least 10 pounds. 307.8. That's in my underwear only, so just in my underwear. So the scale.
Way to ruin the image.
The scale is in the kitchen, and
okay, I understand. It's not like you're no.
Fucker.
Sorry, Mom, I had to weigh in.
So anyway, like I said, our notice went out for our wedding. We posted it on our juniors page, my page, and this page for a Girth Mirth Bears podcast. If you're gonna go, please let us know if you're coming, and of course we'll remind people as we go forward. I have people asking me questions about it. So
I RSVP'd for me and Steve, and I didn't talk to Steve first. Hopefully he can get off that day. I'm pretty sure.
Well, Steve
like
had RSVP'd
90 days away.
I thought he RSVP'd already.
Oh, did he?
I think the day I did it.
Oh, okay.
See, we ran out of music.
Right. Well,
Guess we're off.
No. There we go. All right, guys. We're gonna thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It is Saturday the 8th. You guys have a great week and be safe. And what was his name? Jesse. Jesse, I'm sorry you can't have a room with Keith and his buddy. All right, you guys have a great week.
Bye.
Listening to Girth and Mirth Bears on the PJ and Friends Radio Network, Dallas, Texas.